Join us as we take a look at Western Massachusetts and the people that serve our community.
So Nadim, well, I guess we'll start off at the beginning. Tell us the story about how your business came to be and why you chose to come into this industry instead of a different one.
It's the restaurant business. I always had a passion for it, and I decided always I wanted to have my own restaurant. It happened that I found out about the restaurant when it was closed, and I came in and I did purchase it back in 2000, and I just gave it my best, and it turned out to be a great success for me, and here I am.
Yeah, that's wonderful. It's a beautiful place.
Thank you.
Yeah. So then my next question would be, why Springfield? What makes a restaurant in Springfield different than anywhere else in the world?
Well, it's not why in Springfield, it's what kind of restaurant in Springfield. What we do cater is we cater for the high-end customers that understand what Middle Eastern and Mediterranean and Lebanese food is all about, and the kind of quality of the product and the service that we put out that will make anything successful in Springfield.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, so I'd like to ask you, what would you say your biggest opportunities are in 2011? What's the one thing that customers will really notice about you this year?
That I'm working harder.
Mm-hmm.
It seems with the economy and the way things are, we have to pay more attention to detail and customer service, and it's something I have to be hands-on with that. I do have an elite of wait staff and managers that work for me, but they all need guidance, and I'm always there to give it to them, and we have to stay on top of it to make this thing work.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. So I'd like to ask you, what are some of the ways that you try and get your message out to people? How do people find you?
It's funny you said I just had a meeting with a lady from a print company, from a paper down in Connecticut. But it seems like the key right now is internet and being out there, being near Facebook, which is the nice way to do it, very inexpensively. You have the Twitter. And the most important thing is giving the service and the quality of the food that we talked about. So the customers, when they are exceptionally happy, they will go out on TripAdvisor, Yelp, and Urban Spoon, and they will do the posting because they expect to be well taken care of. But when you go above and beyond, it will make them go out and stand on the soapbox and say it. And if you visit those websites, you'll see the comments that I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. All right. So what would you say is the most important thing that you do to maintain an ongoing relationship with your current customers? What are some of your favorite lines of communication with them?
I do most of my posting on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I'm here every day. I'm being around with my customers, addressing any problems, any emails, if any issues. I'm always here. I'm easy accessible, and this is what the customer want to see. They don't want to deal with a corporation. They want to deal with a small company that works hard to build and maintain itself, and they will continue to come.
Wonderful. All right, my last question. If you could give one piece of advice to an inspiring entrepreneur, or even some of the long-time small business owners who are trying to run a successful business or restaurant here in the area, what would that one piece of advice be?
It's not going to be one piece of advice. It's going to be many.
Okay.
First of all, find your niche.
Mm-hmm.
And go after it. And the most important thing is work hard. Because if you're not going to work hard, they're not going to see it. If you work hard, people will recognize that and they will support you forever. As long as they take care of them, they will take care of you.
That's wonderful.
And Nadim, right?
Yes.
Nadim, sorry,
Right.
I don't want to mess it up. But then, obviously, the severe weather that came through Springfield, have you seen that affect your business and your clientele coming in? Have you seen a great effect on that, or it has really no effect on you yet?
With the location that we have,
yeah,
which is in the heart of the financial district in Springfield, the only downtime that we had is literally right after like the tornado when it hit. Yeah. We shut down, and believe me, if we continued to stay open for that night, we would have done some business. But we decided for the safety of my staff, we closed it down and said go home. But after that, we continued to continue as business as normal, people still have to go to work. Unfortunately, luckily for us, we got spared by the tornado.
Yes.
But still, people still have to come to work. Nobody can afford to stay home these days or lose personal time or lose, holiday time. So actually, I'm not going to lie, we got lucky.
And I want to ask you about your menu because I was looking at it and I know there's a lot of different things on your menu. But you personally, because I know you eat your own food, what is the thing that you can recommend to any client that's going to come in here? What's the first thing they should or maybe try that's maybe the most traditional, the best tasting in your opinion?
This is a difficult question. It is a difficult question because, if I go through the appetizers to the main entree, everything is unbelievable. Believe me, this is the newest menu, and it took, trust me when I say, a year in preparation to put it together. But this is what I do. If I go to a restaurant that is the chef is the owner or the owner chef, I will ask him. I will tell him. I said, feed me, and now you are in his hand. Guess what? He's going to go above and beyond to give you a meal that's going to blow your mind away. But in Lebanon, we grew up with stews. Every day we have a different stew that we do with lamb. And always we have a starch, which is rice. And that's every day I have to have that.
So the lamb, you would say, is
the lamb is
choice.
Definitely our house specialty. We have it in a stew. We have it in kebab. We have it in the ribs. We have it in the shank. So you can have it in many different ways.
Good. And going back a little bit on, you gave us a little bit of business advice, and you said work hard and find a niche. Work hard and find a niche. And you've definitely done that. You've worked hard. You found a niche. You're obviously successful. You have 2 restaurants here. So is there anything in particular with the population in Springfield that you found to work that doesn't work in your other locations? Or is both locations, are you really doing the same thing? Or have you catered a little bit of your marketing or a little bit of your approach to each one?
You know what? In both locations, it seems like we have the same clientele.
Yeah.
But over here we have a much busier lunch. It's from any other restaurant because we can get you in and out within half an hour, and fairly inexpensive versus going to. I'm not gonna talk about the fast food joints. Don't go other joints.
Yeah.
You're getting a healthy meal that it's cooked specially for you. Nothing is pre-cooked, and we put it together. So.
It's good. All right. Just to end this, we want to thank you. We want to give you an opportunity to highlight anything about your business that you think your fans, your customers, or your future customers should know before we let you go here, whether it be your menu, your service, which I'm sure they're both amazing, your location, which is obviously beautiful, but anything you can leave them with to say, if for no other reason, just step by for this reason.
Well, for my customers, I'm not worried about my customers because they will continue to come back. It's for the people that haven't become customers.
Yeah.
For those people, I will say you need to try the food because, trust me, if you try it, you are hooked. And we're not talking greasy. We're talking healthy food, a lot of fresh vegetables, grains, starches, and meats. Try it once and you're hooked. And there's something with the new menu. There's something for everybody. We have a bunch of new mussels on appetizers. We have scallops. We have a new dish we created. It's called humacho. And by the way, all the menu is online, which is nadims.com. But you have to come and try it. We have pasta, we have steak, you name it, we do it. It's not an overloaded menu, but it's catered to kind of attract everybody.
All right. Thank you very much. Before I let you go, come visit him on Facebook. Come visit him on his website, please. And come visit him on his restaurant, most importantly, and see what he's about. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
We hope to see you again.
I hope so too. Maybe see you for a meal.
Yes,
Absolutely.
you will.